You know, I may not go to GameStop, but you know what place I have been forgetting to go to? Cartridges Galore. Maybe you've heard of it. It's where they keep all the old shit, and that's where I got my Kingdom Hearts content from. Until they re-released it again, but that was not the store's fault. But we also got some things. It's a place I'd recommend. It's a place I wish I could work at, you know. But then it's like that would just make me the salesman. Like, do I need to sell you on video games? I think if you're at this point, you're like, yeah, video games are cool. It's like saying air is good for breathing. Like, come on. Then again, some people need to be sold food. It's like, convince me that this food is worth eating. Convince me that, in fact, I am not starving and need to eat food. Convince me that it's like, no, that people need food. Now we're starting with level 1 music from the original game. Wow. Also, where were we at the beginning? I don't know. Like, we started at the tunnels, then we went to the dungeons. We're in the castle part of the castle. The majority of the structural basis of the reason this place exists as a castle itself. The castle of the Wolfensteins. I think it would be fun to try to do the 2D Wolfensteins in Apple, but no, really not. It's one of those things where, yeah, you need to see where it's inspired from, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I want to play it. I've tried this, I've tried some remakes of Loader, and I don't understand, like, this Loader remake I've been looking at was Mad Monk's Revenge remake. I've been keep my eye on it for years, and it still has, like, irrevocable bugs that make me not want to play it. Like, gameplay bugs are one thing, but when it's in a platformer puzzle game that looks basic in 2D, you're like, how could you not know what to do? The design is simple. Maybe the coding isn't, but the design is. And you're just like, just fix it, mate. TM. Like, imagine having a bug on Pong you haven't fixed on for 10 years and be like, what took you so long? That's how I feel about it. But yeah, I feel like we may have borrowed the idea of early access from, oddly enough, like, free programs that have version releases. Though then again, cartridges back in the day technically had re-releases and versions, like it was a done deal. But now, without knowing when something's done, like the phrase "it's done when it's done" doesn't really hold value to me. Like, it's not supposed to. But you know, people like time frames. It helps them be patient, even if they have to wait a million years. It's like, do you know for sure? It's like, no, I don't. Oh no, this level's got barrels that block how... Yeah, I should have changed that part of the map better so I could see where the barrels were. Because there's a lot of space being used up where I cannot attack without shooting. And that means I can't knife them. And if I can't knife them, I'm fucked if I have no ammo. This is a sign of a good thing. When you have a gun that screams to you, use me gun. Use me gun. My gun be used. That's the way of our people. Going around and getting health to put in my pocket and make me healthy, making me healthy, shooting my guns, shooting the guns, 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 Gungala. Wow, that guy critted me again. Seriously, man, quit your shit. I'm gonna have to save again just to save some time. Alright, sometimes it feels like they're like underreacting before they actually die. It's like, oh, I'm dead. I guess that's okay. Wait, this just looks like the prison again. Keeping all our skeletons in the closet. Yeah, that's what happens when you stay too long in the closet. You become a skeleton. So, get out of there, please. Stop being in the closet. You become skeleton. Add one more to the pile. And the closest thing to a closet is your clothes being closed to you. In your clothes, closest, close. It's closed. The closet. That is the only... What I advocate for, only the people getting out of the closet. You're staying in there in your armor and you're like, nah, dude, I'm fine. It's like, I realize that. It's just like, because you don't want to be targeted just for living. And like, I get that. I totally do. I try to make myself not as present as possible. That's one of the reasons I don't go shouting my identity everywhere. It's not even just for my sake. It's for others' sakes. It's like, oh, you know me? It's like, oh, sure, they can't get to me, like, mentally, but they sure will get to other people I know. That's also a part of why I seem so close-minded. I don't mean, like, close-minded. Close-hearted? Closed off. Aloof? Yeah. If my connections aren't as close, maybe they won't treat you bad, you know? That kind of thing. Who knows? I'm sure some people have reason to call me out, but it's always call out the good guy instead of the bad guy. It's like, oh, okay. I don't know if the solution to stop victim blaming is to start hero blaming, you know? We need to continue not villain blaming. Jesus, they both start with V. Is that where the confusion lies? God damn. Mein Froom. Froom, Froom, Froom. Nissan, it's a car, and it's your older brother. Alright, I got both keys again. The gold and the silver, that's all it cares about. You know what's funny? Quake is like that too. Like, it only has a gold key and a silver key. Why is Quake so short on keys? So far, the two first-person shooter games I know with the most keys are Blood and Blakestone. And Blood's keys aren't even color coordinated. You just get used to be like, just check the symbol! It's like, okay. But only 2 keys? Man, I want a shit ton of keys. Give me all the key cards. I love keys and doors and switches and pulleys and levers and buttons and teleporters. Conveyor belts. I'm crazy. Crazy about you. Crazy about life. In fact, so crazy, I'm in fact crazy. Croissant. Oh no, the doggos! I kind of forget that they litter the game with doggos, and it's like, no point. No point in giving me doggos to shoot. But they do it anyway. If you get killed by a doggo, you're playing this game wrong. Yeah, give me the monies. For my Filonies. Made from my bologna's sandwich. That's right, I said sandwich, bitch. Uh-huh, and that's how I defeated all of the anti-democratists of the universe. Oh no! Oh no! Mutants. Those damn muties! It's like, wow. Yeah. Fictional slurs are weird. Or fictional swearing is weird. It's like, in the future, instead of fuck, we will say shock. And it's just like, nah, I don't believe you. Shock you in the face. No reason to be afraid of guns when they're not actually real. Nothing is real. Nihilism, Knights of the Night. Compensating comprehension for so much tension. Need I not mention my pension? My pension for a kingdom. How long do you think the plan could go on like this? I don't mean, like, physically. Because that's a question I can't answer. But how long do you think us people will get the picture and be like, maybe it is I who is wrong, or something. Because something I've been learning about psychology, or not really psychology, but like brain chemistry, rather, because that's something I can probably comment on, is, you know how if you're like severely injured or sick, or even depressed, and your body does its best to try to like deal with it by like it basically chemicalizes you. Like if I'm sick, I get dopaminized just so I can like not be miserable and just sit there and not really do much of anything. I end up doing a little too much caffeine as a result on those cases, but I feel so good. Like, if you feel good when you're sick, your body's doing a good job fighting it, I think. At least mentally. But yeah, the like, and for pain too. But the converse happens also. If you have experienced too much happiness and pleasure in your life, you might end up wanting to do, like, more drastic things in order to get that rush, that high, you know? Like, happiness as a drug. So you end up doing, like, kinkier shit. Or if you're one of those people that's like, oh yeah, I have all the money and power in the world, but you're still not happy. Because it's only temporary, and then you gotta, like, do even more, and it's like, where's it gonna end? You have to tell yourself that there is no end, but that you fall in too deep into the sunken cost fallacy of a lifetime, which normally I'd feel pity on, but it's taking out everyone with you, and that's not fair. And that's why, like, you're in an uncomfortable position of being like, especially if other people with the same mindset of you just see that as weakness and just take it over from you anyway and try to replace you for, like, the power vacuum. Because that does happen. Power vacuums threaten people into acting like assholes. Because they suck, get it? Haha! That is the end of my humor period. Only happens once a month that I'm funny. So I gotta stick a tampon in my mouth. Haha. Haha. You've heard of clampons. How about tampons? That's right, Donkey Kong Country 2. I'm calling you out. I do not know why I have this cramp. I have a feeling that I have pulled a muscle. And I hate that because it takes weeks to resolve. No matter how good you treat yourself. It's like, just let it fix itself. I'm just like, I'm sick of waiting. It's inconvenient. It feels like I'm just like stuck. You know what's the worst is when you pull your neck. That is the very worst, because then it's like, I can't lie down properly. It's like, why? Because my neck, like, my head would just be like diagonal. Not parallel at all to the center of my body. I'd just be like, oh yeah, I just look diagonally most of the time now. Yeah, fuck my neck up good. How many ways does it take to look at the pillar and tell yourself this content is filler? Dr. Miller's Lane. Do not take your pillars. There's a thing. Oh, wow. 2 treasures. Damn. Oh, okay. More than that. Alright. Worth my time. Plus, there's a door in there. It must be something great. What the fuck? That's crazy. Is there more? Is there more behind the door? Oh, it's the exit. Well, shit. Or wait, no. Is this... I think that might be the secret exit, actually. Is this the level with the secret exit? It might be. Otherwise, why would the exit be behind those walls? I can only assume as such. I did that again because I believe I pushed the walls in the wrong order. Yeah, there we go. See? I missed the thing. Yeah, baby. Totally worth it in my eyes. You are so worth it. So worth it to me and all my friends who don't exist. What does it mean to be my friend? I just want to do things for you and hope it helps you.
Maybe I can help in my own way. This place that tells me how to exist, I don't care for it, I'll just exist as a mist in your mind.
That's why they call me Mist Mind, the greatest Mist player of our time. Missed it by that much. I missed you completely. Mistful, wistful, histamineful. Fucking histamines, man. Where do they come from? And why are we so against them? This, things, and more. Only on the inconsequential Game of Plays show.